Hello YouTube, all VATSIM back with another video. Just completed the Cross the Pond West 2020 flights. Been in the air now from Manchester for the last 8.5 hours or so, and
Infinity 709, clear direct.
Inbound into Miami on the Hilly 7.
Direct heat, Infinity 709.
Expecting runway 9 en route. So I've just been handed off from Oceanic onto Miami approach. Just came up to Hilly in another 126 nautical miles. Miami Centre speedbird 28 Lima, good afternoon. I've just passed Jore, flight level 320.
Speedbird 28 Lima, Miami Center, roger. I show you off the arrival. Are you direct to Hiley?
AFAM, plans showing Hiley in 123 nautical miles.
Okay. Yeah. Just out of curiosity, what what airplane are you flying? Because we've had a lot of people doing this where it's just direct Hiley. So it should be the Jore transition of the Hiley 7 arrival. It's totally fine. I'm just trying to figure out if there's like a certain maker model that has this issue.
I've put a Hilly 7 in from Jore, but I made a TAP 748.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, like, who makes it?
PMDG.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, I can see your point now. It's my aircraft is showing slightly off the Navigraph chart.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of, it should go Jore, Osagi, Amzar, Millsy, or Staple, Millsy,
Yes,
Boyer, Hiley.
yeah. I can put that into the MCP if you want, into the computer.
Just in the past, like, 2 or 3 weeks, we've had a lot of people going direct to Hiley and me ask them about it, and they seemed confused, so I don't know, it's a bad day to try to figure it out, but I was just curious. Thanks anyway.
Okay, no problem. Right. That is true. To put the Hilly 7 in. Just go to the next page. Yeah, Hilly 7's in there. Must be a problem with the air rack or something, because as the controller just said, normally you'd expect to fly this route down here, and the Hilly 7's going off Jore direct to Hilly. So it's not just me, apparently several other pilots have had the same issue. So yeah, across the pond it's been extremely busy. I think at one point a few hours ago, over 3,500 people flying on VATSIM. It may even be much greater than that. It's been had a great day. Unfortunately, I did not have a slot, so I had to take a more southerly route. Took off from Manchester and headed towards Oxford, Southampton, Brest, northwest of France, and then picked up Nattrack Pepper, and then shortly after that I was rerouted to Nattrack November. So I didn't have to do many position reports today, so I intended on creating more video content for the crossing. It simply wasn't worth it, as there was hardly any interest in there, but we are on approach into Miami now. We've got Latin VFR scenery, and we're in the PMDG 747-800, flying with British Airways Virtual today. Weather in Miami is not too bad. Winds are 180 at 6 knots. It's getting a bit cloudy now. Fourth day, 53 Zulu, so it's getting on a bit. Winds 186 knots, 10 statute miles of the visibility. A few clouds at 3,500, broken 5. 29 degrees is the temperature. QNH is 299 of 5, so I'm just going to put that. Switch to inches and just get 299 of 5 on the standby. Not been confirmed yet, but we're expecting runway 9.
Speedbird 28 Lima, cross 10 miles north of Hiley at and maintain 16,000. The Miami altimeter 299 or 5.
So we're 28 Lima across Hiley, 10 nautical miles north at flight level 160, QNH 29905, speed of 28 Lima. Okay. So we need to go down to flight level 160, 10 nautical miles from Highley, so north of Highley. I'm not going to drop down there yet, still got 80. I'm going to start a low descent. Flight level change and just drop it down. If I extend the range here, I want to be at flight level 160, just 10 nautical miles north of Highley. Just open the computer. 280, I'm going to put 160 as a reference. I'm sure I'm down there 10 nautical miles before, so we've got another 81 nautical miles. QNH is already in on standby. Expecting runway 9er, QNH, sorry, the ILS frequency is 110.9er, course heading is 092. I'm just going to park that, so if we go to the nav radio page, 110.90 at 092. I've just parked it and it comes up on the screen ready, so we can pick it up on our approach. Just going to bring this down a touch more. Looking for the green bar just to come to around this sort of area, so that we can get to flight level 160, 10 nautical miles before. There we are. That should do. Descending at minus 1,800 feet, which is quite normal. So we've got that. The only other thing we need to check, we are coming in on the ILS lock runway 9, and I'm going to put minimum decision height of 480 feet. Set that on the EFIS panel here. Just go to fast just by moving it, looking for 480. Slow, oh, it goes so quick sometimes, that's it. And then I was hoping to get slow there. With the turbulence, you know, introduced by chase planes, it's a little bit difficult turning the knobs properly here. 480 is our minimum decision altitude. We've got QNH 29905. When we get down to about flight level 18,500 feet, I'll switch to 29905. It's going to bring us in just juiced up to 1,600 feet. Just bring that green bar a little bit closer to Highley. And you can see the Florida coast is coming up here. Yes, it's a very interesting approach. Departure out of Manchester, even at 9:30 this morning, was very, very busy. Looking at traffic at midday at London Heathrow and Manchester, it was, someone said it was over 100 traffic aircraft waiting to take off from Heathrow at one point. So here we are. So our routing today, if we look at the Highley 7 arrival, yeah, it's going direct
Infinity
to
709, contact Miami approach 119.45.
Kimber.
119.45, Infinity 709. Thank you for the service. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Probably a left turn for a left base runway 09, I'd imagine. And parking at Cargo City, I think, today. Look at the this. Most likely come off at Tango 7, turn on to Sierra, and then Yankee for Romeo and park somewhere down here. Got lots, way too much fuel on board, but you never know with these cross the pond events. Sometimes you can hold for a long time. So I've got probably 24,000 kilograms of fuel more than I really need on arrival. And estimated time of arrival is 18:44 Zulu. So should be at the gate in 20 minutes time, hopefully. There's quite a bit of traffic at the moment, even though I left very early. There's still quite a bit of traffic coming in. Just trying to find. So I'm on Speedbird 28 Lima here. I've got Infinity. We've got other traffic coming in. In the next couple of hours or so, you've got a big stream of traffic coming in. On these nat tracks, and of course places like New York at the moment must be very busy as well. Doesn't look too bad compared with Heathrow this morning, but okay, so we're 45 nautical miles northeast of Highley. We'll get to 10 nautical miles north west. We want to be at flight level 160, so should meet that.
Miami Center, good afternoon. American 1159, level at 300.
The only other thing we haven't
American
done is
1159, Miami Center, good evening.
check our reference speed and flaps on landing. We've got 46,200 kilograms of fuel here. And if we go to the progress page, we're estimated to have 44,100. So if we deduct the 2, we've got 2,100 kilograms is estimated we're going to burn. If I go to the init ref, I'll take 2.1 off that, so it's 305.3. This is our reference speed, flaps 25 at 154. Not taking 30 at the moment. That's now I've clicked on the that it's now parked here on the display. Flaps 25, 154. So we're ready to go here. I can click the approach on the backup attitude indicator. Let's zoom in a touch. I'm going to increase our descent a little bit. Actually, no, just if I go to minus 1,400
Speedbird
feet.
28 Lima Heavy, contact Miami approach 125.75.
2575, Speedbird 28 Lima, thank you. Okay, 2575. Okay. Miami Center, good afternoon. Speedbird 28 Lima is descending flight level 20 for 160, Highley 7.
Speedbird 28 Lima Heavy, Miami approach, good afternoon. Expect the Island runway 9 approach is going to maintain 10,000.
I expect Alice runway 9 and down to flight level 10, Speedbird 28 Lima, thank you. Okay. Flight level 10. I forgot to add the heavy on the end of my call sign in the United States. It just signifies larger aircraft types, like 747. Just lets other aircraft know that there might be a bit of wake turbulence. It's just an additional reminder to the controllers as well. So, right, just going to reduce the lights on the aisle. Don't need it so much, and also on the MCP. look at the legs page, normally you'd expect us to be just above 10,000 at Jess, which is here. Looks like might be able to just extend that a touch. Just reduce it to 1,200 feet a minute. I did have a few issues with my recordings out of Manchester earlier, so I decided not to put that up. But also the oceanic clearance for Eurocontrol, they just went offline as I was being handed off from London Centre, so it really wasn't worth putting that video up. But it is interesting if you want to learn the oceanic procedures. If you Google oceanic nat track clearances, there's some good video tutorials on it as well. Some traffic coming up here. It's 1,600 feet. So we should be breaking the clouds soon. The scenery here is basic all explorable sceneries, but Miami Airport itself is Latin VFR. So Miami is actually one of my favourite airfields. Do a lot of flights in and out of Miami, mainly to the Caribbean or to Latin America, South American countries. Also like flying out the old 727s, DC-8s, 707s. Not so much now as I used to. All those sort of flights with FSX. I do fly the DC-8s prepared out of Miami, in and out of Miami, but FSX I do still get the odd crash with the system, so it's put me off from flying it. But I'll try and put a Boeing 707 flight out of Miami to San Juan or something like that. Tom Compton.
Miami approach, good afternoon. Sorry, I had some internet problems. Maintaining 7,000 feet.
Heli's coming up just 10 nautical miles
709er
now.
Miami approach, good afternoon. Expect ILS runway 9er approach. Maintain, maintain 7,000 feet.
Expecting IS and runway 9er and maintaining 7,000 feet. Infinity 9er.
It's an Infinity aircraft. Where is that one? It's right ahead of me actually. So he's flying a Infinity 709. Connie. It's quite interesting. I just wonder if it's going to vector him. He is quite low at the moment, so I would imagine air traffic controllers have vectored him on a much lower approach because of his speed. Be interesting to see him coming to Miami. Let's come all the way from place in Portugal. That's probably Sky.
Seabird 28 Lima, heavy, level off at 13,000, then reduce speed to 10 knots.
I'm sorry, your read back there was about 2 out of 3. Could you please repeat for Seabird 28 Lima?
Seabird 28 Lima, heavy, maintain 13,000 and reduce speed 210 knots to advise.
Okay, yeah, we'll level off at 13,000 and speed 210 knots. Seabird 28 Lima heavy. Okay, so it's just put the sound back. There we are. Just put a stop here at 13,000. I need to drop the speed down to 210 knots. Yeah, I have seen a Connie at on the cargo city at Miami. It must be a few months ago, but I have seen a Connie in there before, so I just wonder if it's the same chap flying it, because you really don't see that many on VATSIM. think I've seen them in Austria before, in Vienna. Just need to flick actually to 29905. It's in amber, but I'm below flight level 180, so let's just make sure. Just take that down. It's in amber because it doesn't like the transition. Let's have a quick look. Transition out is I'm going to put 19,000 feet here.
Infinity 709er, turn left heading
Still showing
190.
amber.
Expect vectors to final.
Okay. Let's get that off hectopascals and put that onto inches.
Turn left 190, Infinity 709.
So here's the airfield, keeping us up a little higher. Route will be our sort of left base 09er. Quite a low speed to come in though. Must be quite a bit of traffic. What's that? So we've got this chap coming in from Bogota at MD11.
Infinity 709er, I indicate you on a 270 heading. Everything all right?
Yeah, it's a good question. My plane is not doing that what I want. One moment, please.
Seabird 28 Lima Heavy, descend to maintain 8,000. Fly heading 190, expect vectors to final.
Down to 8,000, so QNH 2995, and was it heading 190, speedbird 28 Lima Heavy?
Seabird 28 Lima Heavy, affirmative, you can expect vectors to final.
Yeah, vectors to final 9er, speedbird 28 Lima Heavy, thank you.
Infinity 709er, turn left heading 180, reduce speed 210 to advise.
Please say again, Infinity 709.
Infinity 709er, turn left heading 180 southbound heading and reduce speed 210 knots, still advised.
Okay, turn 180 and reduce 210, Infinity 709.
Incidentally, that box that appeared is just a position report for a virtual airline, so but it shows virtual.
Seabird 28 Lima Heavy, delete your speed restriction, speed at pilot discretion.
Deleting the speed restriction, my discretion for the speed, speedbird 28 Lima Heavy, thank you. Okay, I'll put it back up to 250. Oops, should have gone down to 8,000, I think that transmission sort of flight level change, come on, let's get down. Speedbird 28 Lima Heavy, sorry about that, I'm just starting my descent now, the flight level changed and did push it.
Roger, no problem.
Okay, yeah, so if you know you've made a mistake, it's
Seabird 28 Lima Heavy, contact Miami approach, you're to be 120.5.
120.5, speedbird 28 Lima Heavy, thank you, bye. Okay, 120.5.
Expect vectors ILS runway 9er approach.
If you make a mistake, just tell them.
Roger, expect
Most of the time,
vectors ILS 09er 207.
Miami Centre, good afternoon. Speedbird 28 Lima Heavy is descending flight level 115 for 8,000 feet, heading 190.
Seabird 28 Lima Miami approach. Land 29er Hotel, descend to maintain 4,000.
4,000, land 29er Hotel.
Seabird 28 Lima Miami approach, expect vectors ILS runway 9er approach.
Expect vectors ILS runway 9 speedbird 28 Lima, thank you. Okay. So
Land 29er Hotel,
contact Miami approach 133.05.
Okay, 10,000 feet.
3305,
Yeah.
land 29 Hotel 2.
Coming into the cloud layer now.
Miami approach, good afternoon, Infinity 7099 at maintaining 7,000 feet.
Connie's back with us.
Infinity 709 Miami approach, expect vectors ILS runway 9er approach.
Expecting the vectors 9 approach, Infinity 709.
I do have the setup in chase plane, but
Speedbird 207 is going to maintain 8,000.
just coming into Miami.
Descend and maintain 8,000 207.
Speedbird 28 Lima, descend and maintain 4,000.
Descend and maintain 4,000, speedbird 28 Lima Heavy. 4,000, and let's remember to press the flight level change.
Speedbird 28 Lima, reduce speed, maintain 190 knots.
Reduce the speed to 190 knots, so the speed restrictions was removed for me earlier, but thanks.
Speedbird 28 Lima, roger.
Okay, down to 2, and speed brakes on. Get those ready. Speed brakes are armed, auto brakes are set to 2.
Speedbird 28 Lima, turn right heading 270.
Right turn 270, speedbird 28 Lima Heavy. 270 on the right, turning. So it's best to check, double check 270, and you can see we're turning now. Here's the road.
Speedbird 207 is going to maintain 8,000.
There's the roads that take you down to Key West.
207 on the descent.
I'm going to put the speed brakes on. Reduce our rate of descent to help us kill the speeds.
Infinity 709 is going to maintain 5,000.
Descending and maintain 5,000, Infinity 709.
So there must be a little bit more traffic than usual in here. They not been vectored in this way from the north before. Normally coming for a right base to ILS runway 9 when I'm approaching from the south. So it's a nice change. So Miami International Airport is up here.
Speedbird 28 Lima, turn right heading 310.
It's a left turn for 210 for speedbird 28 Lima, thanks.
Speedbird 28 Lima, that's a right turn to heading 310.
Sorry, right turn 310, speedbird 28 Lima Heavy, thanks. Yeah, if you're not sure, you've heard back always question it with the controllers. So speed's much better now. We can remove the speed brakes, just arm them. Put the flaps down to 1. And there's Miami Airport is here.
Infinity 709, reduce speed, maintain 190 knots, descend to maintain 4,000.
19 starts and descending 4,000, Infinity 709.
If Orbex had the True Earth Florida, I would have purchased it by now. But
Infinity 709, turn right heading 270.
Right heading 270, Infinity 709.
traffic up ahead here, just over the 10 nautical miles.
Speedbird 207 out, lovely, reduce speed, maintain 210 knots.
210 knots, Speedbird 207.
Speedbird 207. Speedbird 207 was pretty much flown together all the way across the Atlantic. Here he is, just coming in down that way. It looks like he's going to be following me in, so I'm going to put the flaps down to 5. So the aircraft ahead of me, M28 Lima here. What type is it? Can't work out what type it is. The Connie's going to be
Infinity
arriving behind me.
709, turn left, heading 150.
Left heading 150, Infinity 709.
Let's change my view. Just if we've got the ILSs in, you can see it's ready when we are. Turbulent here. So I'm just going to change the view this side. No doubt he'll be probably turning us left 270 shortly. Normally we want to be at the feathers at 1500 feet. Unless he wants us at grit, probably vectors towards grit at 3000. So let's have a quick look where we are there. Yeah, we're just turning us up towards the feathers as it looks.
Infinity 709, continue turning left, heading 090.
Hope these videos
Left heading 090, Infinity 709.
By the way, if you hear somebody on VATSIM whose mic is settings are so set that their voice is too loud, it's best to make a private message them and ask them to turn it down, or if you're too busy to do that, you can politely ask. So we've got another aircraft ahead, just turning on towards grit. Just checking the go arounds. Climb to 800 feet, then it's a right turn, climb to 3000, and then we head up towards Virginia Key 117.1. So get that in there. 117.1 is set to standby on the panel. Let's quickly check the weather again.
Speedbird 28 Lima, turn left heading 270, contact landing approach 133.05.
Left turn 270. Could you please give me the frequency again?
Speedbird 28 Lima, it's going to be 133.05.
3305, thanks very much. Speedbird 28 Lima, heavy bye. Okay, left turn 2.
Speedbird 207 is going to maintain 4,000.
Down at 4,207.
133.
Speedbird 207, contact Miami approach 133.05.
133.05, 207.
Miami approach Speedbird 28 Lima heavy is heading 270, 4,000 feet.
That was blocked. Speedbird 28 Lima, Miami approach, just going to maintain 3,000.
Descend maintain 3,000, Speedbird 28 Lima heavy.
Speedbird 207 heavy, Miami approach, roger.
I don't know speed change, I'm sure I'll set that to 190. So
Speedbird 28 Lima heavy, turn right heading 360.
Right turn 360, Speedbird 28 Lima heavy. Okay, right 360 northbound, taking us up towards grits. Speed. Just check the reference for the flaps and speeds, 154 at 25, so it's not changed. Looking at vectors, I'm not going to arm the approach yet. Let's make sure we've descended to 3,000
Speedbird 207 heavy, just going to maintain 3,000.
Down to 3,207.
So
Speedbird 28 Lima Heavy, 3 miles from grit. Turn right heading 060, maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared ILS runway 9er approach.
right turn 060 cleared for the ALS approach, runway 9er, descend with the glide speed at 28 Lima Heavy. And we'll maintain 3000, thanks. Okay, so right turn 060, maintaining 3000 until we're established, and then we'll descend with the glide. It's probably going to hand us off to Miami Tower, so save me a bit of time.
Miami approach, Speedbird 207, do you need me to slow up at all?
Speedbird 207 negative. The traffic you're following is on final at this time, so you shouldn't be a conflict.
123.9. 123.9. Got the tower on standby, and I'm going to click approach. Approach is selected, and we've got the 3 commands in. I'm going to reduce speed to 180, and 10 miles out. Start lowering the gears. It's 20 landing. Put the taxis, runway turn-offs. So elevate onto increase my view a touch.
National 475, Miami approach. Turn right heading 360, but that'll maintain 3000. And National 475, squawk 3544, please.
Looks like Connie's coming in. We've got the Speedball 747 behind us.
Speedbird 28 Lima Heavy, contact Miami Tower, 123.9er.
Over to Tower, Speedbird 28 Lima Heavy. Thanks, bye.
Good day.
Miami Tower, good afternoon. Speedbird 28 Lima Heavy, established ILS 9er.
Speedbird 28 Lima Heavy, Miami Tower, the wind 1806, runway 9er, clear to land.
Clear land, runway 9er, Speedbird 28 Lima Heavy, thanks. Okay, just going to elevate.
And land 29er Heavy. Can you say the gate number again? I'm sorry, I forgot to write it down.
Yeah, it's no problem. We're looking for Juliet 7.
Okay, gears down, green light, flaps at 25, auto brakes sets to, speed brakes are armed, all the lights are on, we're clear to land. I'll think about disengaging the autopilot about 1,000 feet. Flaps 25, speed 154, I think I'm going to reduce to 60. Let's bring it up here. So as you can see, Latin VFR scenery's done a great job of the approach into Miami. So speed 173, land 3, stabilised. I've got just quickly check the go around again. It's 800 feet, right turn down to Virginia Key. 1,000. Just going to turn off the autopilot here, get rid of the auto throttle. I don't know if you watched yesterday's video, the go around at Manchester. I think I didn't press the toga button. That's why I was having issues with autopilot. So I'm going to test that at some point. I was speaking to someone about it earlier today, and that's what they advised. Okay, don't get too low. Let's concentrate on the landing. A bit too low.
400. Sink rate. 300.
A bit low. Speed is 4 above. It's runway's clear, so we're landing.
200. Light slow. Light slow. 100. Light slow.
Box hitting the screen.
60. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Floating a touch. Let's get down, come on. Reverse thrusts. All 4 green. Are we slowing there? No.
Good afternoon, Miami Tower, American 1159 ILS.
Now slowing down. It's 80 knots. Kill the auto brakes here. We'll
American
take the next
1159,
left.
Miami Tower, the wind 180 at 6. Runway 12, clear to land and hold short of runway 9er.
Runway 12, clear to land, hold short of 9, American 1159.
Okay, speed's 40 to slow down and turn off. Want to get just coming onto uniform.
Speedbird 28 Lima, exit left, then turn right on, well actually say park.
Cargo City please, just come off at uniform.
Okay, Speedbird 28 Lima. Let's see, just go ahead and go straight ahead, make a left turn on Sierra Yankee Romeo to park.
Sierra Yankee Romeo, Speedbird 28 Lima, heavy thanks. Let's just check if I press the ARPT button and zoom right in, I might be able to see a little bit better. ARPT.
American 1159, traffic of Boeing 747, lands runway 9er.
American 1159.
I can't bring up the map at the moment for some strange reason.
Miami Tower, Speedbird 207 with you, fully established 09.
Speedbird 207, heavy Miami Tower, the wind 180 at 6, runway 9er, clear to land, traffic of Boeing 737, lands runway 12, and he'll hold short of the intersection.
Roger the landing, traffic, clear to land 207.
Left turn here. There's that 747 coming in behind us. Flap still coming up. Right turn here. Just try the APU. 2-3 seconds. Hopefully the APU will work today. There's another Boeing 737 coming in, runway 12, that's the runway ahead of us. Okay, so I'm not sure why I'm not picking up the airport map, so if that's it. Don't need it really anyway, but no, it is, it's just come up now. There's Yankee. There's that 737 coming in here. Has the APU come on yet? Yep, APU has come on. Makes a change. I'm going to take the next left. Well, I hope you enjoyed that approach into Miami on the Cross the Pond West 2020. It's quite enjoyable. Pity I didn't have a slot on VATSIM, which meant me having to take a nat track that was relatively quiet, and I couldn't do the proper...
Left turn now with the ground and American 1159. You said what the frequency again?
I did do some position reports, but...
127.5.
Okay, 127.5.
Right, let's have a quick look, just coming up to the line here. There we are, just behind those bars. Right. There's Speedbird 207, this is coming in here.
207 heavy, exit left and when able stay parking.
Left when able, Echo 24 if possible, Speedbird 207.
Those can come off. APU can come straight on. Just check. Shut down the engines, and if we go to let's get the chocks set to ground. Set the chocks. Parking brake can come off. You can see the engines, fuel's cut off, the engines are going down, so I can remove the beacon. I can turn off packs and auxiliaries, augs off, and auxiliary there. Can also take TCAS onto standby and
Speedbird 207, correction, Speedbird 207 heavy cross runway 12 at Tango and contact ground 127.5 on the other side.
Oh, there we go. There's
Cross at Tango, ground 127.5, Speedbird 207.
Swiss aircraft there. Just jump back into the cockpit and just open some doors up. For sections, doors.
National
I want the
475,
entry one
heavy Miami
opening.
Tower, the wind calm.
I can
Runway
open some of those. I'm not going to open the cargo. Turn and side cargo. I want these stairs for one left. Okay. Well, there we are. I'm just going to end the video here. So, please, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. I'm building a new channel, and if you guys want any Pacific content, let me know. And if I've got it in the hangar, I've got the scenery, I'll put something together for you. So, until the next video, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you very soon. This is All Flight Sim, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.